and welcome to Unsettled JD. Today is day 37 here at Wild Tracks in Belize. So today is a doozy of a day. Anna wanted to have the day off since it's going to be basically her last day off, probably until she leaves. So she just wanted like a relaxing day. She has work to do for her master's. So it was just me and Gus all day, and obviously if we had any trouble or anything, Anna basically would be on call or could come down to help us out. So me and Gus all day today. Tiring day. So first off, we always have Teak and Nugget at 6 a.m. and everything went smoothly. I think we're still like 2 minutes late, but it's the norm for us. And yeah, so obviously Teak and Nugget always feed within the 2 minutes, and then I actually put out. Teak finished before Nugget today, so I put out the water hyacinths and that, and Gus had to clean it. Then right after that, it's time to feed the 4 girls, but there was only 3. So there was Chicky, Callie, and Sandy, and I only fed 1 this morning. So I fed I fed Callie this morning since I fed the other ones the other day. And yes, so I fed Callie, and all it was with Callie fed quickly, and then I just washed all the bottles. And then Gus did the water hyacinths and let the girls out. And then right after that, we had a little bit of break to change into some dry clothes. And then it was time to feed and water the birds. I fed them. All went well with that. No problems. No. It feels like somehow we've gotten a few more chickens and geese. I don't know. Ducks, not geese. Ducks. We still have the 4 geese. And yeah, so no break basically. After feeding the birds, we have to get changed. And then it's time to feed Teak and Nugget again. We kind of been going down a little bit early just to, make sure we're on time, and we were on time this morning. So Nugget finished first this time, and then so I washed the bottles, and then Gus put out the water hyacinths and seagrass. Okay, and then so it's my day to go seagrassing, so I went out seagrassing, so I paddled out to here, and it was a very windy day, so it wasn't the greatest, so the water would just come up, and I think I was only out for like a little bit after an hour. I don't know, I was just like super tired because I couldn't sleep the night before. So after the seagrassing, you have to put it away, and then I was like, I have a little bit of a break. Not long, I only had like 45 minutes. So I wanted to dry off, so I came and sat on the picnic table, and basically lied on there and tried to take a nap until 11:15 when my alarm goes off. Since I was already changed in my bathing suit, I just went straight down to prep for Teak and Nugget again. So we feed them at 11:40. We were on time. Nugget finished first, so I cleaned all the bottles, and then Gus put out the water hyacinths and the seagrass. Then it was lunchtime, and we had mac and cheese, and I was starving today. I definitely was not full after eating lunch because it was just gone. Everything's gone. When there's mac and cheese, it's all gone. So I was still kind of a bit hungry afterwards, and I was absolutely exhausted. So I stayed awake until 1, and then at like 1 I was like, okay, I'll take like an hour nap, so I'll sleep from 1 to 2. But when 2 o'clock came, I was like, I need some more sleep. So I made sure I woke up at 2:30, because then I had to change into my bathing suit again, because it's time to feed Teak and Nugget at 3 o'clock. So again, Nugget was finished first. Teak wasn't actually that far behind, but I washed the bottles, and then Gus did the water hydrants. And right after that, it's time to feed the birds. So we quickly switch into our dry clothes. My foot is where my sandal goes. It's kind of like rubbing. So I didn't want to do the water because it's been hurting every time I walk on it. So I'm trying to like limit the amount of walking that I do. So I've been making the milk for the babies, and Gus has been getting the water hyacinths and then the seagrass. And yeah, so I fed the birds again, and then Gus watered them. Thankfully, actually went by a lot really quick. But then it's not time to relax, because then we have to put on our clothes again to go prep for the 4 girls. And Hope was not in again. So no idea where she is. So it's just the 3 girls, and then who did I do last night? So I fed Sandy and Chicky. Oh no, I got my days mixed up. So no, in the morning I fed Sandy and Tiki, and then in the afternoon I just fed Callie because I fed them in the morning. Oops, made a mistake. So I then washed all the bottles, and then then Gus put out the water hyacinths. But we closed the gate afterwards, so just because there was 3 girls, Hope she didn't come in, so she will be out in the lagoon all night by herself. But again, it's not really time to relax because we still have one more feed. So I dried off in some dry clothes, and then after that before we had like a little bit of an hour of a break, because then we feed Tiki Nugget again at 5:30. So I made the milk again, and then Gus got all the other stuff ready because of my foot. And ironically enough, Tiki finished early, and I was like, what the heck? So I had to put out the water hyacinths and stuff. That was an interesting day. So this morning, the very first feed, Callie lost hers. Callie and Sandy both have lost their GPS tracker, but we found it. So Anna and Gus put them on, and somehow we thought Hope lost hers. So at the 9 o'clock feed, when I was feeding Tiki Nugget, I was like, there's 4 boxes in the pen. So luckily none of us had to go, because we looked at the GPS to see where it pinged, and it pinged like way back here. Behind those mangroves, and luckily no one had to go out there. So like our ruse was it seagrassing day, that I would just walk out, get the seagrass, and then Gus would take the canoe and paddle out to find it. But luckily Hope came in, we had her tracker, so no idea what that was about. Like that was a little bit of drama this morning, but luckily for us no one had to go out there. So all I can say is day 37 was a very tiring day, and it's going to be the exact same thing tomorrow. And tomorrow is my last day here at Wild Track. So this is day 37. Bye.